Okay, so we are beginning our online international education fair and the webinar is about to start. I can see we have about 100 students. I want to thank you for joining us today. I hope this is going to be a useful information when you're going to be attending. Till the end of the webinar, you will be able to learn about the scholarships, application fee waivers, the COVID-19 updates, and many more. So watch till the end and ask any question that you have. I hope it's going to be worth. Thanks.
So we are the top, we are in the top 100 public research universities in the US. Now there's a difference between going between, for a research versus a non-research university. However, with the University of Kentucky, as we've already mentioned, we're a large public research university, which means you get a lot of opportunities as international students from second semester onwards to get into the research part of, if you're learning biology, chemistry, if you're doing, any major minor combination, you are more than welcome to get into the research part. Along with that, we are also in the top 100 for the Forbes list of best employers for diversity. And, I will not go too much into the rankings and everything. It's already there, but I would like to tell you something about our university. However, we are an 800 acres large campus. We have more than 33,000 students, out of which 2,000 plus are international. And we take a lot of pride when we talk about our international students because those are the ones who bring in diversity and those are the ones who make university campus life really fun with all the festivities and, languages and dressing up sessions. And we have a lot of fun on the university. So let's talk about academics before we start talking about the fun facts and the fun things that will follow. We have more than 200 plus academic programs, and out of which we have 99 majors only for undergrad students. And the rest you can choose as a minor. And we also have certain certificate programs which value adds to your major and minor combinations. So talking about undergraduate research opportunities, which I've already spoken about, I won't harp too much on that unless somebody specifically has a question in regards to research, which I will take a little later. But going on, talking about our programs, you're very well known for our engineering program and business. And we are in the top 100 programs recognized in the US for both engineering and business. And specifically with engineering, that is the only college that guarantees you 100% job placement within the first 3 months of your graduation. The remaining other colleges, business, arts and sciences, health sciences, environment studies, all of them range from anywhere between 96 to 98% job placement within the 3 months. So let's see what's new at UK in 2020. So talking about our campus, we have just renovated our College of Law building, and we have put in a lot of money, not only in your dorms, but also in the dining location. So we have more than, 13 dining areas. So if you are a vegan, a vegetarian, if you like, if you like Starbucks, just a fun fact, we have the largest Starbucks on the university campus. For me, Starbucks is only because of free Wi-Fi, but if you guys really like coffee and, your frappuccinos and everything, that's also available. Going onwards to housing, as I was just talking about the dorms, right? So what are the dorms? So we already have 13 LLPs, which is living and learning programs, and we also have plus 19 residence halls. What is the difference, right? Residence halls are a mix of, a domestic student and international students, which every university and, colleges offer. But the LLP, the living and learning programs, so if I'm an engineering student and I say, you know what, I really want to go for the LLP versus a residence hall, which means I will be only surrounded by the engineering students, irrespective of which year they're studying it. Plus, the rule of the campus is that there will only be one nationality on the entire floor that you're living. So there might be like 10 domestic students who are US, but then there will be only one Indian, one Filipino, one Nigerian, one Hispanic student. So it's just one. The reason why we kept that ratio is we want you to really, really soak in the diversity. Because when you have even one single Indian or another one joining in, you start making groups. And we always try to encourage you, be in touch, but do not make groups and do not get so focused on only your community. Because 4 years of college is very important apart from your academics to also focus on your personal development. So if you have known, if so, so if I knew my roommate who was from Spain, I learned a little bit of Spanish. I know the culture. I know the sign languages. So what is okay in India may not be an okay sign somewhere in Spain or Greece for that matter of fact. How do you know all these things when you start interacting and spend that time with them? So if you have an opportunity, if you're coming to University of Kentucky, my personal suggestion would be please do take up the LLP. It's not very easy to get in, but if you apply earlier, you will get that exposure as the Living and Learning Programs Center. Okay, so this is the biggest thing University of Kentucky is known apart from academics, which is basketball. We are the Big Blue Nation, as you can see.
Hello. I think there's some network issue with Harriet. We cannot hear her. So this is one of the universities in US, and if you want to know like the more, hello, yeah, Harriet.
Yes, tell me.
Yes. Yeah, you were not audible actually. Now you are. Hello.
Oh, okay. Did you miss anything that I was talking about?
You were talking about basketball, and you just started, and we missed what you were saying.
Okay, great. You didn't miss much. So I'll just start with basketball. So apart from basketball, we are also very well known for, football, swimming. Our women's swimming team is very well known. And we really, really give a lot of importance to sports as well. So if you are coming to University of Kentucky, I would suggest please enroll into, your favorite sports that may be indoors or outdoors. We also have something like rock climbing, a racetrack. So we have gymnasium. So do enroll for the practice team, especially on the sports side, if you're an international student, because that again gives you an exposure that may lead you to a lot of job opportunities as well. So, for example, we had one student from China who came to University of Kentucky because he was really in love with basketball, and he was a business major student, and he started playing in the practice team, and eventually he got into the commentary section. And even today, he is working with the University of Kentucky. He's in the final year and still doing that part of the job. So he has many avenues apart from just a business graduate degree, right? So think on those lines whenever you're picking up a certain sports or a certain, certificate program on campus. So we've already spoken about the sports team. I won't talk much about it. Moving on to vibrant community, we have 500 plus student organizations and clubs. Now, what are these organizations and clubs for students? It's not like how you see the American movies, all right? You're not going to be sitting, chilling on a green lawn grass and listening to music. That's never going to happen. Trust me, I see it on the campus. Students are running around, different buildings trying to get into their proper major econ 101 to minor, dance practice. So all of this thing is going on. You're always going to be in a rush, but it's a good rush. So when I talk about 500 plus student organizations, Kriti, are you saying something?
I wasn't.
Oh, okay. All right. So I'll carry on. So when I talk about 500 plus student organizations and clubs, these organizations and clubs are related to your programs and related to your personal development as well. So you can get into public speaking, you can get into the frisbee competition, you can start your own cricket club on campus. However, you need to be proactive. you have to go and talk to your international student ambassador section and tell them what are your plans. Either it's starting up a club or even entering into one. You have to mention why you're looking to get into any one of these clubs and what is the final destination that you're looking at. So if I was a shy kid during my university years, I went into public speaking, and the 4 years with the public speaking, it really changed the way I was addressing people. I understood how to do the public speaking, the preparation required, the knowledge behind it, how to do a presentation, prepare and present both. So, you have to know what are your, I wouldn't say weak points, but you should know where you fall short. And if that is something that the university can offer, you should take it up. Let me see. K-Week. I'm not sure if many students understand what K-Week is. When you reach the campus as freshmen, the first one whole week is K-Week. So you're not doing any studies, nothing. You're just, enjoying you're getting into a lot of these small cultural games that we keep. It's a way of, breaking the ice where you interact with students, all the new incoming freshmen. And you start making friends and you start understanding how the university works, how different colleges work. I don't have to stick with just my college. I can always mingle and make friends, because that really helps you during your co-ops or during your internships and so on, even during your projects, in fact. Okay, Lexington. So we are in the state of Kentucky, but we are in the city of Lexington. We are the horse capital of the world. I won't get into the rankings about what, we are the safest metro city in the US, but we're also the most affordable. So our tuition, since we're a public research university, our tuition is comparatively nominal in regards to all the public university. Living expenses are not expensive as other states compared to them. So if you're looking at, staying on your own, if you're not looking at staying on campus, and if you're planning to stay out, outside the campus area, you're looking at about, say, anywhere between $500 to $600 spending on your housing rent. But we highly encourage you, if you're the first year freshman, do stay on campus. Second year onwards, if you would like, you could move out. But personal suggestion would be to stay on campus for the first year. Also, do you know where the Royal Ascots play? Have you ever heard about Royal Ascot? If you've not, I'm giving you that one homework that you need to do as students. Why am I saying this? You have to go and figure it out, because again, this is related to our state. It's related to University of Kentucky. So go take a look, the Royal Ascots, and you'll be surprised what we do. Coming to scholarships, before scholarships, let me talk about a little bit about what is required from you. As a student, we are looking at the 9th, 10th, 11th, and your 12th grade marks. All right. However, we give you admissions based on your 9th and 10th final result scores. If you have a GPA of 2.5 and above, higher your GPA, higher chances you have of multiple scholarships. Now, there's only one scholarship that requires SAT or ACT, which is, if you're taking the ACT, it's 25 and above. If it's the SAT, it's 1200 and above. Again, higher the scores, better the chances. The Bluegrass Spirit starts from $8,000 and goes up to $12,500. This is something you don't have to put in an application. You get it directly if you are, eligible. If you have a GPA of 3 and above with a SAT or an ACT of 1200 or 25 and above. With the William C. Parker Diversity, this is a very fun scholarship, the Parker Diversity, because it just starts from 5,000 and it has no upper limit. So if higher your scores and higher your GPA, you can actually get $10,000, $12,000, or even $15,000. International Ambassador is one scholarship that you have to apply separately, provided you are being eligible through your GPA and your SAT scores. This again starts from anywhere between $3,000 to up to $16,000. Now, the best part about all these scholarships are it's stackable. So if you get the Bluegrass for 5,000 and Parker Diversity for 10 and International Ambassador, let's say 5,000 again. Okay, we won't ask you to choose between the best. We stack the entire amount and give you like about, it can be 15,000 total, it can be 18, or it can be $20,000 as well per year. All right. So when you are planning to apply with us, please make sure that you apply for scholarships and you apply before December 1 for Bluegrass and Parker Diversity and before Feb 15th of the next year for International Ambassador. Okay, do not sit on the computer to submit all your documents on December 1. Remember, the sites can crash and a lot of things happen when you wait for the last minute, but do it 15 days prior, because if something is missing, you can always reach out. We need a complete application for you to be eligible for all these scholarships. Okay. As a student, international student, there's one thing I would like to give you a piece of advice. Don't listen to me, don't look at the website, always do your research. All right, go on our page, check out who's the international ambassador. For right now, this year, the Indian international ambassador is Miss Pallavi from Bangalore. You can reach out to her and talk to her directly. Do your own research. Ask her how is the food, how are the professors, are they really helpful? How is the academics? How are the projects? Do I really get great internships? Check on all these factors, because this will really help you to understand, to make the right choices when you're looking at a university campus, not just from academic point, but also from the holistic side of it. Yeah, so this is again just a little snippet of how, if you'd like to chat, you can do that. They're on Facebook on the international page. So you have many variations. Go on to our Instagram page if you are more of an Instagram person. Check out what the university is doing. So for right now, for the spring intake, we have moved our classes online. However, we are still hoping that the situation will get better, and we are looking for all the students who are looking at fall 2020 to come on campus, so we can have the K week, we can invite you and welcome you, and we can start with our classes.
So this brings us to the end of the webinar. I hope the information that you have gained today is going to be useful for you for making an application to the university. If you still have any question or any query about applying to the university, then you contact one of the Study Metro representative. Thank you so much again for joining this webinar. Have a good one.